the cramps. The simulation of cramps, you can't handle.
Without the seed, there's no need. That's the only thing you need. Without us, I'm not doing shit, man. I'm not doing shit. Just saying.
But that goes both ways, though.
So,
That goes both ways, like with the
but you need a seed to succeed.
Yeah.
So either way, you need us.
Yeah.
You need us as men.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and you need us. The same way we need you, you need
We need
us.
each other.
Okay.
But you need us first, though.
okay.
No, but without us, you can't have your kids, so you can have all your you want. Like,
So-
I'm sure you want to have kids. I'm sure men want to have
Ms.
kids.
Columbia,
But
you got to understand. So you tried, what you presented was like a false equivalency, right? And what I mean by that is I described the hero's journey where the other sex is not relevant. That individual is training for some type of competition where it's going to be intense and difficult and they're making extreme sacrifices to do so.
and women go through that too.
However, you gave something that isn't necessarily a hero's journey because anyone can get pregnant and you need another individual
Not
to do it.
anyone. Not
Not
anyone could
anyone.
get pregnant.
In this TNH.
Okay.
She's Latina saying
Yeah.
not anyone can get pregnant.
Hold
That's
on.
amazing.
I can prove to you anyone can be pregnant. Even an Asian whore that's lying.
This guy,
There's
this
a lot
guy.
of women that can't have babies.
Okay,
Yeah.
look.
And more
do
after
you-
that one thing.
Okay,
There's a lot
okay.
of women that can't.
miscarriages.
Look,
Exactly.
Look, you,
They can't carry a
I
pregnancy.
There's a
can't
lot of men
believe
that don't
that I
have
have
good
to-
semen to have kids. So
True.
She keeps saying a lot.
I gave
It's so
the example
imprecise.
of like Rocky, right? Training for the movie, right? In the movie where he's, waking up early in the morning, going on runs, training 2 to 3 times a day, sacrificing, training to get into a fight where he could possibly die, etc. And you're trying to compare that to having a child. Now, of course, I think having a child is the best thing that you can do. But I'm sorry, that is not the hero's journey. Not every single man goes through the hero's journey. Only a select few of men go through that journey, which is why people want to watch it. Remember, this whole debate
there are women
started.
that do that too.
This whole debate started with female podcasts and male podcasts and why female podcasts typically don't do as well. And then I was talking about, and I went a little bit further saying, well, it's because women don't typically have the hero's journey that men do. We have to become who we are.
So is this an opinion or a fact?
This is a fact. Men must earn their value. Women don't.
Women, clearly we have to defend our value here. Like, isn't that what we're
let me
literally
give you an
doing right
example
now?
because
Like,
you use sports and sports is really easy.
Yeah.
We often use the strength thing and people are like, oh, obviously men are stronger than women. That's not fair. But let's consider this. You had a blonde, blue-eyed white girl say, yeah, just hawk tool, spit on that thing. And people are like, oh, give her 20,000. She's great. Now, let's flip it. Let's say it was a black guy who was instead talking about women. And he said, yeah, just go spit on that thing and eat it up.
don't rappers do it?
Must you interrupt? You're not even civilized. See, that's why we can't let women lead because your emotions are causing you to be impolite. You were interrupting him several times. Now you're interrupting me. Would you mind if I complete a sentence?
Go ahead.
Thank you, love. Now,
And we'll give you an opportunity to
yeah,
respond.
absolutely.
We got you.
So the woman says something that is sexual, aggressive, some might say perverse, and says it in public without shame. And then we applaud her. Would you imagine if a man said that exact same thing in the exact same context? We'd call him creepy. We'd say that he's
Weird.
a predator. We would shun him, and I can assure you he'd be the opposite of famous. He might get canceled. He might lose his job. The social pressures are on. Can we agree on that?
Yes. But who's making
Never
her
even
famous?
watched a circus stream
Wait,
then.
Who's making
we-
her famous?
Let's let her finish. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say fuck her right in the pussy.
Yeah.
That's a presidential candidate
That's what I'm saying.
that was
No,
on a
already
television
famous.
show.
Yeah.
That
Guys,
was
I
a
agree
star.
with
Yeah.
you, but that's what
was
I
already
agree
famous
with
and
you guys.
successful.
Listen,
Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't honestly, unfortunately, I really don't agree with you.
I can care less if you agree or not.
Hey, big man.
shit.
Big man.
I'm
to
not.
agree.
Like, I'm a
gloves
real
out.
girl's girl. I'm not a fake ass girl's girl like half of you girls here in Miami.
Never.
Okay? Like,
One thing about me is never be fake. So.
all right, babe,
Okay.
and
All
that's
right,
what
baby.
I'm not.
Are those breasts
Okay.
real?
No, they're not. What does
Okay.
that have to do with my personality?
You just said never be fake, but much
We're
of
talking about
but
my
much of you is fake.
Much,
That's
okay.
the challenge.
Okay.
It's like there's no reality.
Okay.
Did you finish your? Did you have a response for that?
No, I'm done.
You don't. Okay. I
Damn,
was gonna
big
ask you
done.
this because you're critical of my concept that like women don't really go through the hero's journey. Can you name me like one female like superhero that went through the journey?
What do you mean?
A superhero or a real
Yes.
life person?
Superhero, or let's say a fictional character that people look up to or aspire to. Can you name one that you could think of like
Wonder
that
Woman.
go through it? Yeah, like a female that went through
You
the
said
hero's journey.
a character, right?
Yeah.
Wonder
Yes.
Woman.
Actually, she was given her powers from the beginning.
Black Widow.
And so was Superman.
She was.
Yeah, that's why he's not as popular as Batman.
How was Batman? Like, I don't even know about Batman. What is Batman? How did Batman?
You don't know
even-
BBC?
Okay. That's why Captain Marvel, like, she's not as interesting as the other superheroes. I mean, again, all I'm trying to say is that the hero's journey is a masculine journey. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to explain to you. And like you trying to equate that to a woman giving birth is not the same at all. Like, there's no movies about a chick pushing out babies, but there's a bunch of movies about dudes overcoming adversity, getting to the top, and doing it through, you know, trial and tribulation.
Okay.
Like, it's not the same whatsoever. And the fact that you tried to equate a female giving birth to like Rocky is wild. And that's why men in general, and I'm trying to be very honest with you. This is why these movies are doing really bad that try to put a female lead actress in a hero's role, because women, it's not authentic. Women don't typically go through the hero's journey. Like, for example,
Okay.
you're 28 years old, right?
Damn.
If I take a guy your age, right, do you think he's going to have the same level of access to life that you have?
He'd be broke.
Matter of fact, you have a famous quote.
Yeah,
I think you might.
absolutely.
The brain one, remember?
Yeah, I was holding it in too because
ahead,
she
go ahead.
definitely exemplifies it.
Go ahead. This is like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
If I took your brain and put it in a man's body, you would be in poverty.
Sure. And that's an
Her
opinion.
body or the man?
Example A.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie, like them girls kind of turn me on sometimes. They kind of turn me on because you can confuse them. You just be confusing them for fun. Shit. You cheat on them, get busted, and then confuse them.
I was home, babe.
That was AI.
I was home, babe.
That wasn't me. That was
not
AI. Oh my God.
Did anyone else have anything that they want to add? You wanted to say something, right? I saw you.
She get that dumb brain. It's that dumb brain.
I'm not dumb. That's actually very insulting.
It is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to call
no.
dumb people dumb to their face. It's like, no, really, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, well, what I wanted
I'ma
to
tell
say,
you why.
I thought it was my turn. I thought it was my turn to respond,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
It's my
Go
turn.
ahead. Sure,
so
go ahead.
your whole thought about like the meme that is going around or whatever, it's like,
Okay.
oh, why are we like glorifying this girl saying
Yes.
like outrageous things? Because if it was somebody else, then it wouldn't be that same, right?
Yeah, it'd be offensive and they'd get canceled.
Correct, but who's making her famous? Y'all.
Simps. No, I say beat up simps.
Y'all.
I'm all about
Y'all
beat
are
up
making
simps.
her famous.
I didn't even know what the club was called. You heard me? Like,
I
no,
mean,
I
neither
say
did
beat
I.
up simps. I think these guys are disgusting. I think
Okay.
slurs wouldn't even be allowed to thrive and make money if we didn't have weak males. That's the true problem.
Okay.
I'm not one of the guys who's in red pill and they say like women are the problem. I say men and women are the problem, but mostly men
Yeah.
because men are the leaders
That's
and they've
fair.
fallen, right? Like, for example, women will be as deluded as they want to be. They don't need to live in reality. Baby girl just told us that her parents are Muslim and she also is in OF. Those two things are so far apart, it's not even funny. So we allow women to live in Disneyland, but the problem lies in when men start to live in Disneyland. Guys are completely psychotic. They say they want a girl who's a good girl, but then they'll still date a girl who has a checkered past.